Today, I'm going to talk about the clicker. I know the intro scenes might be a little confusing, but I did that on purpose. I will explain, I promise. The clicker, it's what I call it to simplify things, is nothing more than a device I use that helps to tell my mind, cut, or that's it, or enough of this. So, what needs to be stopped? It's what I call a chain reaction of thoughts. To be honest, I do not know how common this is with people on the spectrum or at all, but I will share my experience about it. This can happen anytime, anywhere. Sitting quietly, lying on the bed, walking on the street, and sometimes even during conversation. Anything can trigger it. A word, a situation, and an item I see can create a series of thoughts that would seem random and crazy, but they are somehow connected to each other. Here's an example to make it clearer. I see a car on the street that is similar to what I had. So I think about my car. My first thought would come in when I drove cross country in the United States from California to Florida. My two cats were with me. Now I'm thinking about my cats, Bandit and Isis. Isis has passed away sadly, and Bandit needed a new home when I left US. Now I'm thinking about when Bandit, he was a beautiful black cat, scared this black woman at a drive-through in Louisiana. She hid behind a window, didn't want to hand me my hamburger. Took a while, but I got it. Now I'm thinking about this TV program, John Constantine, who is a master of dark arts and voodoo. Now I'm thinking of the Mummy because the same actors played in the movie version of it with Keanu Reeves. John Wick comes to mind right before the Matrix. Now I'm thinking about life. What if Matrix would be a real thing? Would I take the blue or the red pill? Now I remember that I have to take my medicines. I do it, and now I remember that I have to go to the chemist to pick up the next batch. My next doctor's appointment comes to mind, and that how much I really don't want to leave my house. Now I'm thinking about how cool it would be if everyone could live their lives within the walls of their home without ever leaving. It would solve the climate problems and reduce the chance of pandemics and the chance of sharing germs. Now I'm thinking about the end of the world. What if some crazy world leader or some AI would start to launch nuclear weapons? The Terminator comes in mind. And this can go on for minutes, even hours, which eventually could lead to a complete meltdown. These thoughts occur much faster, of course. I mean, super fast. This is where the clicker comes in. I hold my clicker in my hand mostly when I go to bed to sleep, but also often when I have to talk to people. When my thoughts run off like that, the sound of the clicker brings me back to reality, to the present moment, here and now. Very zen, isn't it? Now, I'm not saying that that would work the same way for everyone, but I wager everyone could find some kind of cognitive tools as such, like a spinner, a fidget toy, a counter, etc. If you experience similar mind chaos that sometimes can feel like you are going nuts, please let me know in the comment section. Also, what you do about it and what helps. Until next time, cheers.